Just know who you're moving in with. In and out, in and out. Know that person, you know their personality, know the way they live, know the way they, because people are dirty and people are stuck in their ways. I'm just gonna put it like that. What is up, y'all? I am back with another video. It's my first story time, y'all, and I'm excited. I got some life lessons to give y'all, some pointers, some advice, whatever y'all want to take from this is here, because I feel like it needs to be shared. As y'all can see from the title, I'm doing a story time on living with your friends, okay? What not to do. What not to do. Move in with them. That's the first tip. Don't move in with them. Don't move in with them, because you never know a person until you live with them. I'm telling you, this goes for friends, this goes for cousins, this goes for significant others. You never know. You might love seeing her, you might love chilling in the car or going out, but you never know a person until you live with them. So that's first starting off, okay? So before I get started, make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. Go and do that right now before you hear this juicy story. Go ahead and do that now, because you're not going to want to click out of it when I start. So I am moving out of my mom's house. This is last December, and I thought it was a good idea to, move in with my friends from high school. One was like a real friend, I should say, like a real close friend of mine. Like, we throughout whole high school, like that was just my friend. And the other girl was kind of just like a friend of a friend. Like she was a friend of the girl that, I was friends with. And we just happened to hang out, because we were hanging out with the same person. Like that was her friend, that was my friend. We was just always hanging out. And that's how we, established a relationship. Excuse me. So, years go by. We're, out of high school, a couple years out of high school, and I'm ready to move out. Her lease is almost up. The other girl, she's looking for another, place to stay. So I decided, why not? Let's just move in, Wasn't thinking anything of it. I'm moving out of my mom's house. Like, I'm not thinking anything of that at all. So we move in, we find a nice house, a nice 3-bedroom house with a big basement, with an enclosed back porch, carpeted, everything, 2 full bathrooms. It was nice. It was nice. It was out the way. It was in the suburbs. Beautiful. So we move in, pranks and parties and all of that. We 21, we living a life, we having fun, we're enjoying each other's company. That goes on for about 4 months, 3 or 4 months, it's a year lease, not short at all. And stuff just starts to get old, right? Stuff starts to get old. There was 2 dogs there. One of the females, she had 2 big dogs. I don't really know dogs or animals, so I'm not going to say what kind of dogs they were, but they were big. And me being the first one home every day of the week, I was forced to take care of them, because for one, I had to do my homework, and I'm just not going to live in a house that like smells like there's a dog living there, or like there's feces or something. I'm not going to live in those conditions. So I took it upon myself to take out the dogs and feed the dogs and, make sure everything is good, because I'm the one that has to deal with this for a few hours until you get home, And I didn't have a problem with that, because, you're at work, it's not like you're just not doing anything. So that happened numerous occasions, and then it just started to get old. Like, oh, the dogs are taken care of, so I'm just not even going to worry about it. I'm going to come home and I'm just going to chill and talk to you. Like, You know, like nothing has ever happened. Or I'm gonna go to my room. Like, you know, I don't have responsibilities. I don't have 2 dogs, you know, that needs taken care of. So I felt like I was just, you know, doing it. Why do I care if you don't care, you know? So dogs just started doing whatever. Like, of course, I'm not going to take care of the dog if its owner is home, right? So when the owner is home, no, I'm not taking care of the dogs because those are your dogs. But when you're not home, you know, I feel like I could do that for you. But when the owner is home, you know, there's poop in the carpet, you know, or there's poop in the basement, and you know there's pee, you know, it's just ridiculous. I couldn't really enjoy the house like I wanted to. If I did want company over, we would have to be in my room because the dogs are on the couches, or you know, nobody wants to hear dogs barking. They're big dogs. I feel like they should be outside, you know. But we are limited to my room, you know, taking the advantage as I should be in my own home because I'm paying rent just as much as you are, you know. So that, you know, that's just a small situation that, you know, it wasn't really that serious. And then me and my friend at the time, we kind of was just talking about it and things like that. And we woke up one morning and like my friend's room was like destroyed because one of the dogs destroyed her room, and like stuff was everywhere. It's like the trash can was rambled through and all this other stuff. Like her stuff was just messed up, and she was mad, and like stuff was taken out of her like drawers and stuff like that. Like she was missing things. So we woke up and, you know, we were just talking out loud in the hallway, and she was in her room. We were just having a general conversation, and she's like, you know, I'm about to start locking my door. I'm about to stop, you know, leaving my stuff in the bathroom. I'm just about to lock everything in my room so my stuff isn't taken or my room isn't destroyed and stuff like that. So she hears this conversation, and she comes out of her room, storming out of her room, slamming stuff, and she takes all of her belongings out of the kitchen and puts it in a tote in her room and labels all her food and stuff like that. Like, I'm like, okay, like, we don't even touch your food. You don't even touch your food. And like every time we eat, we cook together. So it's just like, okay. But you know, that was the whole thing. And then everybody just started labeling their food and stuff like that. And then like later on, it just became more petty and petty throughout the day. And it just finally turned into an argument with us 3. And that was pretty much, you know, I addressed the whole dog situation, and then other things were addressed and all this other stuff. And we came to the conclusion that everybody's just going to keep their stuff where their stuff is, you know, keep their stuff in their room, and nobody's touching this and nobody's touching that, you know, my stuff belongs to me type stuff. So, the internet was in my name, and let me know if this is petty. I don't think it is, but the internet is in my name. If we can't be cordial around the house and share anything, why should, you know, we share that? Why should we share that if literally I am the only one that needs the Wi-Fi basically because I'm doing my homework? And if we just can't be grown adults and talk about anything or anything, like I'm just going to cancel the Wi-Fi. And you get your own Wi-Fi, I get my own Wi-Fi, she gets her own Wi-Fi, and they just be that. Like, if we just can't be cordial around the house, like, we don't need to share anything. Like, I have a way to pay my half of the rent, you have your way to pay your half of the rent, you have your way to pay half of the rent. We don't have to talk about nothing because I know when the rent is due, you know when the rent is due, you know? So if that was just what it was going to be, then that was what it was going to be. Like, I'm not tripping. If you can't be an adult, like, it is what it is. So I'm like, okay, well, I'm canceling the internet, and you know, that's just that, because we don't need to talk about nothing. If you want to keep all your stuff in your room and be petty and not speak and all this other stuff, then I can do the same thing, and we don't have to share anything in this house, like, at all. We're just sharing space at this point. So I canceled the internet and everything, and at this point, me and my company, we had an interview. So I was leaving for the day, and I come back, and the modem to the internet is gone. Not in the house, nowhere to be found. it's gone, and she's gone. So I'm like, okay. So I get the text from her, asking what's going on, and it's just like, oh, well, I'm not giving you the modem back until this and this and that. And I'm like, okay, I'm gonna give you your money back for the Wi-Fi that wasn't even paid yet. It wasn't even paid yet. So I'm like, I'm going to give you your half of the Wi-Fi. So I don't owe you anything at all. I don't owe you anything. You just give me my modem back. Because at this point, like, I'm racking up late fees for the equipment. It's days gone by and I still don't have the modem. So, and she's really just trying to be hard body and just, oh, you're not getting it, like, blah, blah, blah. Just a whole bunch of stuff. And at this point, like, I'm talking to my mom about this. Like, I'm trying to be cordial because me knowing me, like, I'm going to snap and it's not going to be how you want it to be. So I'm just talking to my mom, like, Mom, like, just what should I do? And she's just like, I know what you want to do, but just wait off. So a couple days go by, I still don't have the modem. Freaking it wasn't Time Warner, Spectrum. Still calling me, asking for the modem, Come on now. Like, enough is enough. Like, what more do you have to prove at this point? Like, we're not talking to each other. We're not sharing equipment. We're not sharing anything in the house. Like, what is your point? Like, why are you doing that? Like, the internet is already canceled too. So, like, there's really nothing you can do. So, that goes by. She's still not giving me the modem. So things just got bad from there. Like, things got really bad and I had to move out and all of that. Like, I wasn't going through it. Like, you're dirty and you just want to be petty. Like, I won't live like that with nobody, and I don't deserve to, live that way in the comfort of my own home. Like, no. So I had to move out, and the friend and the other roommate that I got into it with, I just cut them both off. Like, I moved out. I have my own place now, but I moved out, and there's really nothing I can say to either one of you. There's nothing I have to say because the friend that was supposed to be my friend, like, I feel like she was playing both sides of the story, both sides of the situation, and I just wasn't with it because the whole situation started because y'all had an altercation. They had an altercation before everything happened, and then that's what led to the pettiness, and that's what led to frustration and all that. Like, that is what caused the tension and everything in this household. So, and I just felt really weird about it. Like, I don't need any friends, you know what I'm saying? Like, at this point, I don't live with you guys, so I don't really care. So I am going to cut both of you guys off. I'm going to live my life, and I'm going to glow up, and I don't need any of you guys. And I got my own apartment, and I'm here, and I'm living life, okay? So, moral of the story, you guys, do not move in with friends. And I'm not going to tell you, don't move in with your friends, because you might know your friends very well. You might have, stayed the night a couple times or stay with them for, a while, or they stayed with you for a while. You know how they live or something, but know your friend, know who you're moving in with. Like, know them, know how they live, know how, they act and all this other stuff, because you never really know a person. Like, we went to school together, we hung out during the weekend. I might have came over your mom's house and stayed the night a couple times, but like, jeez, being in somebody, like, them having their own space and y'all sharing a space, it's totally different. It's totally different. And people don't know boundaries, and people just, more of the story, you guys, just know who you're living with. Like, just take the time to really know that person, like, in their own space, because you never know. And that can cause a lot of drama in your house, and you don't want to be going through that in your own home. Like, that is so frustrating, having to just come home and go straight to your room, or just have, silent moments when that person walks through the door. It's just really, awkward, and no one should live like that. And for me, growing up with just guys, I don't know why it was okay for me to move in with two females. Like, I have two brothers, and I'm just not like that. You know, I don't like all the female stuff that be going on. I don't like any of that. Like, so I don't know why I felt like that was a good idea, but it was not. And until I'm married, I'm living by myself, okay? I'm living by myself because I know where stuff is. I know where I left stuff. I can't blame anybody but myself if anything is messed up. And I just like my own company. I like my own space. I like doing things the way I like to do them. But yeah, I hope this is a life lesson for you guys. If y'all were thinking about moving in with your friends, if you had this idea, because we had this idea and all of that, like, no. So this is the life lesson for you guys. If you're not even old enough and you just think about, you know, you got a best friend that you want to move in with, ask their mama or something. Ask their mama how they living before you do that. Because you never know. You never know. But that is my story, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you learned something. I hope you learned something about, you know, friendship and living and moving out. I heard you I hope you learned something about me as well. And I hope you just overall enjoyed the video. I know it's a lot to take in, but I just had to let you guys know this was a learning experience for me, and I hope it was a learning experience for you. So if you enjoyed this video, like, comment, and subscribe. Turn on your post notifications so you know every time I post. Okay, another story time coming, and that is going to be about my crazy ex and that relationship and the signs of abuse and all of that stuff. You guys, that's going to be something, you know, that's going to be a touchy subject, but I want to share that with you guys. So make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe, and turn on your post notifications so you know when I post that story time. Stay tuned. You guys, I love you guys. I want another name for you guys, because I'm just saying YouTube, you guys, stuff like that. Like, we're a family. I want to call you guys something else, like, not just YouTube. Y'all are not just YouTube to me, I promise. So let me know what you guys want to be called in the comments, okay? So we can get that going for y'all. And that's that on that. And that's on period, okay? I'll see you guys next video. Bye.